everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a reading for the Gemini full moon happening December 15th, peaking at 4:01 a.m. Eastern time. So we're just going to get in, look at what's coming up with this full moon with the tarot cards, and just see what collectively is happening, what kind of things that we are going through, themes, and just stuff coming up with this full moon. So if you're new here, I always like to go over the previous new moon and full moon of the current moon sign. So the previous new moon in Gemini was June 6, 2024, and the previous full moon in Gemini was November 27th, 2023. What you can do is look in your journals, look in your camera rolls, look wherever you have any kind of memory keeping, whether you're a scrapbook or whether you use Snapchat, wherever you have some kind of memory. Go look at those dates and around those dates to see if any kind of reoccurring things are happening, any kind of reoccurring situations, dreams, just anything happening that maybe needs a deeper look at. So, the signs that will be most affected by this full moon are the Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces placements. These are the signs that are most likely to be aspected by the moon. We are all impacted by the full moons and new moons, but depending on the sign, which axis it's on, those are the signs that are most likely to actually be aspected by it. So, another notable thing to know is that Mercury will be going direct on the day of the full moon. It is currently retrograde in Sagittarius, so it will be going direct in Sagittarius, and Mercury rules Gemini, so that's just something to keep in mind since we're all pretty familiar with Mercury retrograde, how it causes some delays, some communication problems, some technology problems. But it's also just good to keep in mind how Mercury retrograde affects a full moon in a Mercury sign. Mercury will also be trining Mars that day, I believe, so that's just another energy to kind of be aware of. And as for the full moon, full moons are times of cycles completing, things coming to light, heightened emotions, intense energy, release, self-care, things kind of growing, whatever you seeds you've planted at a new moon, things starting to grow and bud. And this is also just a good time to charge crystals, moon water, have things that need healed come to surface, take an honest look at things, practice your grounding, etc. So that is that for the moon, and we are going to get in and look at, what I said, what's coming up with this full moon and what you need to know. If you're new here, I am Marie. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I also am an artist of multiple forms. I make stickers, notebooks, paintings, punch needles, all kinds of things. A lot of this is my art. You can go check out all of my offerings, including my tarot sessions, on my website, linked in the description box below. But otherwise, yeah, we're just going to get into the reading and see what is coming up. And also, you can say hello to my cat, who will be chilling with us for this reading. All right, let's get into it. Alright, we're going to get in and look at what is coming up with this Gemini full moon. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you may have noticed I cut my hair and I rearranged my room here. We're back to kind of a small table rather than my desk. I moved it to another room, so it is what it is. Now we got a comfy couch and the cat can kind of hang out with us while we do our readings, but yeah. Alright, let's look at what is coming up with this Gemini full moon for the collective. Gemini full moon for the collective. Gemini full moon for the collective. What's coming up? Alright, we have the Two of Cups reversed to begin with. And what do we got down here? The Ace of Cups reversed. So, in the Sagittarius new moon reading, there was an energy of offerings and things that we weren't really necessarily ready to say yes to, or offerings that were kind of not aligned with us. And I'm feeling like this is kind of continuing that story where it's there are people wanting to work with us or just make an offer to work with us that we're not really receptive to. It's there's some kind of emotional block to it, whether it's we're not emotionally aligned with it right now, or just we're not really interested in working with this person, but there's something where we're just not. Yeah, we got the Nine of Cups reversed here. We got a lot of cup energy here. There's some kind of emotional fulfillment that's not there, where Perhaps it's a relationship that isn't exactly the relationship that you want to be continuing. This doesn't have to be romantic, you know, this can be a business thing or a friendship thing. But I'm feeling like with the Sagittarius new moon, it was very business orientated. So like business options that aren't really working out, that we don't really want to pursue. But I also feel like there's this sense of kind of needing to go with it. Well, not needing to, but possibly going with it just to kind of test the waters, so to speak. Whoa, my cards. All right, let's get a little more. Because with that 9 of Cups reversed that was behind the Ace of Cups, it's like this is an offer, and I think it's a legit offer. 222 on the clock there, too. I think it's a legit offer, but it won't feel very good at first. It'll feel like, I feel like it's one of those things that's like a stepping stone where it's like, it might help you, although part of you is not going to be very happy about it, very fulfilled with it, very satisfied. Oh, sorry, my other phone started blooping. Alright, what else can we say about this Gemini full moon for the collective? Yeah, alright, we got the 10 of Pentacles here. So I see, like, that's what I feel like it is. It's like, but we got the 5 of Wands reversed at the bottom. There's an internal conflict. Oh my god, my cards are going everywhere. An internal conflict about pursuing this relationship, pursuing this contact, pursuing like this connection, especially in business situations. Sorry, my hat is like a little bit annoying me right now. Especially in business situations where we feel like, maybe this isn't really fully aligned with me. I feel like it's one of those things where it's something you want to be doing, but not who you want to be doing it with. Like, and so I feel like this is kind of like, well, you know, it might still be beneficial. It might still open some doors for you, but you're definitely going to feel conflicted about it, and you're going to feel maybe a bit suppressed by it. Like you have to suppress parts of your personality or parts of like who you are. And like, we don't want to do that. But at the same time, sometimes we gotta do what we can, you know, to meet our goals. I don't know how else to say that besides like meet them halfway, you know, like not every relationship, I said this in a few readings back, but not every relationship has to be a deep, meaningful connection. It doesn't have to be super impactful. It doesn't have to be, you know, your like soul tribe kind of thing. Like, this 10 of Pentacles is also a happy family kind of card. So I feel like this is kind of like, you know, with family, like, they're not necessarily always people you like, but they're people you deal with. They're people you put up with because they're family. And I think it's kind of like, you know, this might be about your family, actually. Where figuring out what your limits are, you know, where are your true limits with dealing with these kind of people. I feel like there's a lot of mirroring going on too, particularly just because Gemini energy is that duality energy. It is that, you know, two sides of the coin kind of energy. And so it's like shadow work and generally kind of being aware of looking at both sides, kind of analyzing the situation. But since Mercury retrograde is still kind of here, and Mercury will be in its shadow period, things will be kind of hazy. What else can we say here for this Gemini full moon? Alright, we got the King of Wands. I like that. I feel like it's like you're getting control of your energy, and you're really figuring out where you want to direct it, and figuring out like creative passions, if that's something for some of you, where you want to go creatively. Being good with boundaries and like knowing when to express certain feelings. Like, I feel like the Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius may have had a lot of people really like jumpy to kind of argue. And I feel like we're kind of working our way back out of that. Where like the lessons you learned during Mercury retrograde, like, did you bite your tongue? Did you not bite your tongue? Which one of those, like, do you, you know, wish you did or didn't do? Kind of feeling like being more empowered in your energy. Even though you may be dealing with people that you aren't fully aligned with. It's like, you know, that it doesn't really reflect on who you are. Because like I said, not every relationship has to be super deep and meaningful. What else? Alright, Four of Swords reversed though. Alright. I think that's just like a reminder to take time for yourself. Alright, we got the Ace of Wands reversed down here. Don't burn yourself out doing these things. Don't burn yourself out putting yourself into these situations. This is such a confusing energy, to be honest. Like, I feel like there's like this desire to do something and this desire to work with people or just like build this connection. But then there's this resistance that's coming up at the same time. And this is probably just something to meditate on. And especially if you did like look back at those other dates, if this is something reoccurring for you, try to look at like what you've done each time that this has come up and how it's made you feel. Like if this is a situation where maybe it's a relationship that you've kind of let go on, but part of you feels like the relationship has run its course. You know, this can be friendship, romantic, family, business, anything. If you feel like this relationship has kind of run its course, but you keep kind of letting it go on, and now it's coming back up where this person is trying to work with you, make plans with you or something, and you're kind of feeling, whoa, there goes that card. You're feeling resistant to it. Where did it go? Oh, whatever. You're feeling resistant to it. You're feeling like you don't really want to go all in on it. Look at that and see, like, where do you think that is stemming from? Where do you think that that is trying to lead you? Because I feel like some of you, it's like two sides here, where there's some of you that have been feeling this way, but you actually want to continue this relationship, but you feel like you need to say some things first. And then some of you, it's like a burden and you need to put it down. Like we literally have like the Fool and then the Ten of Wands here. Like some of you want to take that leap of faith and go further in it. And some of you want to just put this burden down. And so I think that's where we're at. We're at this examination period where we're kind of analyzing our relationships, our jobs, our friendships, and we're just kind of figuring out like, okay, how do I feel about this? And then if you don't feel good about it, is this not good feeling like because of the relationship, because of the job, or is it because of something inside you that maybe needs a little bit of help, need a little bit of work, need a little bit of attention, like anxiety or just fears of failure or something? You know, there's a lot of different variables that play here. And so I feel like this is a very internal kind of thing to be working out and weighing the kind of pros and cons of the situation. All right, anything else to know here about this Gemini full moon? Anything else to know? Ooh. All right, we've got the Knight of Cups reversed, and we got the Tower reversed down here. So there are a good bit of you that this is probably like a needing to step away, needing to let it kind of fall apart to take care of yourself. Like we're possibly neglecting some of our self-care, but we're also, I feel like honesty just keeps popping into my head. Like where are we like not being honest with ourselves, with other people, with our boundaries? Like where are we, you know, kind of lying to ourselves and other people about how we feel about the situation? I feel like it's a time for that stuff to come out. It's a time to, you know, figure out how you want to address it. Anything else to know here for the Gemini full moon? If this is romantic, I feel like it's like tapering out. Yeah, Seven of Cups reversed. I feel like if this is a romantic thing, it's something that, we got the Nine of Pentacles upright. This is a time for you to be independent. Like, I feel like whoever this is romantically, it's like they're feeding you all these illusions and like promises that they can't keep. And I mean, this can be job wise too, but I feel like this is this particular situation is romantic for somebody, where somebody is pretending to be this Knight of Cups upright and being this sweet romantic. And, you know, I'm going to help you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do this for you. And like, blah, 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 blah. But all talk, no action kind of thing. I feel like that's what's coming from this person. And that this is a reminder, like, you don't need someone to take care of you. You can take care of yourself. Yeah, Ace of Cups reversed again. I definitely feel like this is like a take care of yourself, self-care kind of feeling. Okay, yeah, so like what I was saying about kind of being alone, kind of just being independent right now, really taking a look at your own needs, your own wants, your own desires. Yeah, we got the Strength card reversed down here. There's some like desire, I feel like, to prove yourself that's coming through. And this is for the whole situation, not just the romantic person now. Where I feel like there's this need to prove yourself that's coming up. And you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to prove yourself to this partner, to these business people. You may need to like show what you want and show what you need and show like what you expect, like expectations and boundaries. But there's not like, I think there's so much pressure like people are putting on themselves right now to show up as the like perfect person. And I don't think that's realistic. And it leads to like these kind of illusionary kind of things where it's like we're pretending to be in this great state of mind, this great like I don't know how else to put this besides like we're selling a dream that's like not there. It's like we're like really putting on like an image and then we can't uphold the image. And that leads to a lot of disharmony where we could be more, you know, aligned, more harmonious if we were just being honest from the get-go. All right. Oh, I blew another card away. That's the problem with these tiny tables is like there's no room for the cards. I'll have to upgrade to another table sometime soon, but we're working with what we got. All right, one more. You know, the Six of Pentacles was at the bottom before. It's at the bottom again. So I feel like there's another underlying energy here is like giving, getting what we give. There's been a lot of balancing happening in terms of giving and receiving. I feel like for the collective where like we're kind of balancing out like how much have you been receiving, open to receiving from yourself, and the Five of Pentacles behind that. Literally, like how much have you been open to receiving help, to receiving like just affection in general? Are you being closed off to these things and just kind of taking what shows up? Because that also just leads to these situations where we're not feeling very aligned with what we've ended up with. All right, anything else before I hop into the Oracle cards? Anything else we need to know about what's coming up with this Gemini full moon for the collective? Where did that card go? It's all the way over there. Man, I've been so, I don't know, lately. I feel like Mercury retrograde or something has me like... Anything else? Alright, I don't think so. That Ten of Wands is back at the bottom though. So, whatever stresses, burdens, obligations you're holding on to, it's time to like sort through those and try to delegate them. Try to like put them down. And if you can't... I got a call or something and it ended my thing. Make a plan of action so that you can... you know, have a little more peace of mind, have a little more, you know, not moving on the go-go. Oh my goodness, all these wands. There's a lot of fiery energy along with the pentacles here. So I feel like balance is a big theme. Balance and just restructuring things. I feel like this reading is a little bit of a mess. Not the reading itself, but like me performing it. Sorry, y'all. I feel like after the new year, I'll be a little more, you know, organized. Once I get things together. What are you doing? I think I woke him up with whatever made my phone ring. Alright, what are the main themes of this Gemini full moon for the collective? New chapter. Alright, that was kind of like what I was saying at some point, like especially with the romantics. New chapter, new beginnings. We got let go at the bottom there too. For to welcome in new things, you got to let go of old things. Especially when it comes to, you know, friends, jobs, romantic partners. It's like, how do you expect to get into anything new if you're still holding on? We got the Walk Your Truth card that popped out. That was in the last reading. What else for this Gemini full moon? Limitless. You're the only one putting limits on you. There are many things you could be doing, many avenues you could be exploring. Anything else? Oh, that almost came out. Maybe I should have looked at it. Anything else for the Gemini full moon? Awaken. All right, that's spiritual awakening kind of vibes. Awakening to where you have been kind of in, like dissociating, where you have been really passive in your life, where you have been sleepwalking through your life, what kind of things you've just been repeating and doing just because. And we got emotions at the bottom too. Free spirit. So new chapter, limitless, awaken. And I feel like that kind of goes with like what we were saying here, especially when we started with this Two of Cups. It's like making a choice on whether to engage in these things and really seeing beyond the scope of like what you have told yourself and what you have maybe like painted this person or this situation to be. Yeah, awaken to the possibilities, awaken to, you know, your own power. With this limitless card, I feel like this is such a reminder that you are not stuck doing the same thing. Even if you choose to go on this path with this certain person or place or in like, you know, business setting, it does not mean you're stuck there. It can be just part of the journey, and that is okay. It can just be, you know, part of the thing that gets you further. I like this though. These are a lot of like new beginnings, new energies, and this is a good full moon, I think, to end the year with, where we're just kind of like sorting through the stuff that has been coming up recently, sorting through the confusion, sorting through our decisions, and really like making a more aligned choice going forward. And like understanding that, you know, we change. Like awakenings don't just happen once, they happen over and over, where like maybe we've awoken before and we thought we were good, and then suddenly it's like, okay, maybe I've outgrown this area, and that's where we come back to limitless, and then where we come back to new chapter. You've outgrown this space. The bigger you get, the more you're going to outgrow different areas of your life, and the more you're going to need to upgrade and move on and find new spaces and people to be around. So yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys today. I'm sorry if this was a confusing reading. I'm sorry for all the pauses. It's been hectic for me. But if you want to book a personal reading or you want to support my shop in any way, please go to my description box below and check out my website. We got, you know, art, we've got tarot readings, we've got these crystal gemstone bracelets that are infused with Reiki and intentions, and the cat is now going to get his food. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Please have a good, happy, enlightening full moon. I will see you guys in like 2 weeks for the next new moon. I think we have one more new moon before the end of the year, so I guess I will see you at least one more time before 2025. So yeah, I will see you then. Thank you very much.